What's going on, gangsters? Gregory Scott here. So you know that scene in The Lion King where Mufasa's telling Simba,
"Look, Simba, everything the light touches is our kingdom."
That must have been a pretty epic moment for young Simba. Similarly, whenever you get your first muscle up, you're just on top of the bar, looking at your kingdom, just looking at all the mirror mortals beneath you, and it's a pretty good feeling. In this video, we're going to look at explosive pull-ups, one of the 3 elements that you must master and work on in order to finally get that first muscle up. Let's get to it. Alright gangsters, so welcome to How to Do Explosive Pull-Ups Like a Beast 101. So 100% the explosive pull-up is a great movement to add to your toolbox. Like I said, it'll help with that muscle up, it'll build some great explosive strength, you'll get some nice aesthetic gains and just overall gainful, alright? So it's not a very technical movement, but there are a couple things to focus on, alright? So before we get into the technique, I just want to show you how it looks and what you should want to build up to. Alright, so when an explosive pull-up, I just want to pull as high as I can, so you can pull the chest, you can pull the nipples, you can pull to your belly button, you can pull somewhere in this area, and then eventually you can pull to the top of the bar without even doing the muscle up transition, just to pull up. So I'll show you what that looks like. Alright, so I'm here, I have good hollow body, good form. So first, pull into my chest, pull an explosive. Alright, then if I want to pull even more explosive, I come here, pull into nipples, right? So if I'm really going beast when I want to pull explosive, I can come here. So I'm here, just pulling explosive, just power, just pure power, pulling as fast and as hard as I can. Alright, so that's the point that you want to get to over time. Alright, gangsters, so number 1 in calisthenics, right, is we always want to master the basics, we always want to focus on our form. So as a prerequisite for explosive pull-ups, I say you have at least 5 to 10 good, clean form pull-ups. And when I say clean form, I don't mean ugly kipping reps, but I mean good hollow body reps. So allow me to demonstrate. Alright, so when I do my pull-ups, it shouldn't be anything like this. I shouldn't have my feet crossed. I shouldn't do any kipping motion. I shouldn't come all the way up and then barely come down, but I should always have clean form. So remember, and I did a video on this, so you can go back and check that, but remember, so I engage my lats, I have good hollow body, I'm getting that full range of motion, elbows in, chin over the bar, and I'm coming all the way down. So before you work on explosive pull-ups, make sure your pull-ups look like this, nice and clean. Alright, so 5 to 10 good reps. And then when you do that, then you're ready for explosive pull-ups. Alright, so now let me show you how a good explosive pull-up is. And like I said, it's not that technical. Really, there's only 2 things that I want to focus on. There's 2 big mistakes that you'll see. Alright, so mistake number 1 is kipping. You know, that's what you see in CrossFit. This is calisthenics. If you don't want to do that, we want to build max strength. I'm not hating on CrossFit or anything, but if your goal is to build max strength, you want to do strict reps. Alright, so explosive pull-ups, I should never do any of this. I should never drive my knees to my chest in an attempt to throw myself over the bar. This is what you'll see, like some people will do it from the beginning, but some people as they fatigue, then they'll start to kip on their last reps. So make sure you keep your solid form from the beginning of the set to the very end, build those good habits and never any kipping. Right, so when I do my explosive pull-ups, I'm not kipping here, but I'm just staying nice and straight. So good hollow body, pointing my toes, engaging my lats, pulling as high as I can, right? So that's number 1, is no kipping. Keep those reps straight. Just to expand on that a little bit more. So I always talk about building good habits, right? So people that are always kipping, that are in the habit of kipping all their pull-ups, that's going to translate to their muscle up. You'll see 2 different types of muscle. You'll see people that have clean, strict muscle ups, right? So you'll see people come here, their legs stay straight the entire time they're up. It just looks nice and fluid. Then you'll see people that come here and they have this kind of muscle up, where they do something ugly like that, kind of kipping motion. It's hard for me to do, it hurts, but remember, so you always want to have strict reps, you want to build good habits. You know, calisthenics is strength control, it's not ballistic and uncontrolled. Alright, so number 1 is no kipping, so I need that to be ingrained in your brain. This is calisthenics, this is strength control. It's going to be harder to do it without kipping, but that's what we want. We want that grind, we want to get stronger. Alright, so remember that, no kipping. Okay, so number 2, this is in the same family as no kipping, but it's just strength control in your pull-ups, alright? And I'll demonstrate. So I'll demonstrate bad form, and I'll demonstrate good form. You tell me which one is which, alright? Alright, so that was 1 form of pull-ups. Here's the second one. Alright, what did you notice about the different reps? So in the first set of pull-ups you saw, I pulled up nice and explosive, and then I came down controlled. I controlled it on the whole way. I came down with hollow body. The path that the bar was taking, the path that my body was taking, was straight up and then straight down. On the second set of pull-ups you saw, I pulled up nice and explosive, but when I came down, it wasn't controlled. And as a result, my body was swinging all over the place, right? So strength control is always what we want to focus on. The path that my body takes should be straight up and then straight down, right? So power and speed without control is useless, right? That's just sloppy. This is calisthenics, this is strength control, so we want to be in control the whole time. So one more time, let me demonstrate. All right, so how your pull should look. you should still pull explosive, but it should be controlled, right? So I'm here, I'm pulling explosive up, but then I'm controlled down. Explosive up, controlled down, right? Versus ugly sloppy reps is here, I'll pull up controlled, but then I'll be loose at the bottom and I'm swinging all over the place, right? And that's just a bad habit to get into. So number one, no kipping. Number two, strength control. All right, so whoop, there it is. Like I said, it's not crazy complex. There's just a couple things we need to focus on in the explosive pull-up, and then you're ready to make ultimate gains, all right? So last thing that I want to add to this video is tell you a little bit about the sets and reps and the training stimulus that we're going for. The training stimulus we're going for is power. So what that means is we're trying to generate the maximum amount of force in the shortest amount of time possible. So when you're training for power, it's not like an endurance set where you do 15 to 20 reps. It's kind of goes into a strength set, but not really. So you keep the reps small, but you keep the intensity high. So of course, when you become beast mode and your endurance increases, your strength increases, you can keep the power for a lot of reps. But in the beginning, I say stick to about 4 to 8 reps, right? 4 to 8 reps during the maximum amount of power possible. So I'll show you what that looks like, and I have another gains tip for you. All right, so if I'm going to do a set of explosive pull-ups, right? So I'm here, I'm at complete dead weight. I'm not using any momentum. So I'm thinking in my head, I'm trying to generate the maximum amount of force in the shortest time possible. I'm trying to get nipples to bar, chest to bar, whatever I'm going for. All right, so I'm here, I'm pulling explosive, right? So a common mistake you'll see is people, when they do these pull-ups, they'll come here and then they won't dead hang at the bottom. They'll just use that momentum to go into the next reps. But that kind of defeats the purpose. You want to be dead weight, just like you're doing a muscle up, and you want to go. You want to pull explosive over that bar. So what I'd like to do with my explosive pull-ups, I'll be here, I'll pull explosive, and then I'll come and I'll do a complete dead hang. So no momentum is helping me get over the bar, no momentum is, getting me higher. It's just complete dead weight. So I hang for 3 seconds, 3, 2, 1, then I pull again. All right, 3, 2, 1, dead weight, pull again. All right, so the path my body's taking is straight up, straight down. I'm keeping good hollow body. I'm making sure I'm breathing, exhales that go up, inhales that go down, and that's how your pull-up should look. All right, so let's recap real quick. So remember, in the explosive pull-up, no kipping, that's number one. Number two is strength control. So I shouldn't be wild and crazy. I want to pull up explosive, but I want to come down nice and controlled as well. All right, so at the end of your reps, make sure you get that dead hang. Make sure you're keeping good hollow body. Make sure you're exhaling up, inhaling down to the pull-up. Make sure you're breathing good. Make sure your reps are controlled. Pull explosive. Don't pace yourself. Just put all your power into the pull-up during max amount of force in the shortest amount of time. All the blood is rushing to my head. Thanks for watching this video. Have a gameful day. Keep getting that 1% better. Reps, and the training stimulus we're going for is power, right? So we have